Pretentious. 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 Nah. So, kind of following up our little adventure through the art museum. I don't know if we're gonna be able to have the first little bit in there. Uh, Not a great experience.
It was not a good experience.
Not a great experience.
You want to start from the beginning? What happened when we walked in? Do you want to start it from there? Or do you want to?
Which part about?
So basically, we walked in. I pulled up our tickets, and I went to the front desk.
Yeah.
I showed them the tickets. I said, "Hey, is there somewhere we need to start?" The lady was very nice. She said, "Self-guided." I said, "Okay, cool. Is there anywhere specific you would start?" She goes, I tell everyone to start upstairs first." Great. Now, mind you, we only saw half of what was in there. You know that, right? We didn't see the whole thing.
I don't know. We kept getting yelled at.
So we were, how long, or were we, about 15 minutes?
Aboutish.
We were in the 18th century section.
It's like the 15th, 18th European collection.
A person who works here kindly walked up behind me and said that they only allow photography, not video. And then that's a question that I had, is why? Because, like I had said to you when they said that, I thought flash photography would have been a major no-no because flash would ruin the painting.
That's what I was under the assumption of.
Now, if I'm taking a picture of a painting, how is it any different from a video from the painting? I'm just being curious. I get it's their rules. I'm just asking the question. That's all I'm doing.
And I don't have any resentment towards she was doing her job.
Sure.
If that's the rules they have, we'll
Understood.
abide by them, and
Sure.
we did. We were not under the. We were not told we could not do that.
I didn't see a single sign that said no video. And here's the other thing. I was very shocked. I thought you were supposed to be quiet, like a library. That was mine. Like when we walked into the first room, it was quiet. I thought that's how it was supposed to be. And then you start going through the rooms, and it's like you were almost talking full length. And I was like, wow, I really thought that was inappropriate. I thought you were supposed to like be one with the art. What is going on with the art museum? Everyone's showing up.
I mean, I think there are some things that discussion helps. Now, mind, I am not art centric in the slightest. I don't know a great way to appreciate art, how to even begin about it. I just look at something and go, oh, that kind of interests me, or it doesn't interest me.
Sure.
And if something does interest me, I'll look at it a little bit longer and really look at the details of it. But I don't know the appropriate way to appreciate art, but I tried, and so did Justin. And I agree. Like some places, it was very quiet and kind of a lot of contemplation and a lot of just admiration for the works.
Sure. Taking it in, smile, like just looking at art. Nothing exciting.
And whatever that is, it's loud as heck.
Oh, that's I know.
That's what?
That's med stuff.
Oh, I didn't see the helicopter.
You didn't?
No, it was like back there behind the tree. I can't turn my head that far.
So, the first lady comes up and says, no video. So, cool. So then Jake's like, can we still audio record? We're just talking to each other. Can we still audio? And I'm like, well, that's going to be really difficult. Because how do we describe what we're looking at?
I would have a hard time.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty boring thing. So then we're walking around. I have the camera off. It's just hanging down my thing. But one of the ladies sees this on me. Jake's is pretty well hidden, but I don't think that's by any. I don't think it's by design. I think that's just the way it was. And she asked if we were recording, and I just real quickly just said no. They told us to turn it off, so it's off. And then she kept pointing to the microphones. Are you recording? I was like, no. They told us it was off. She's like, I was just asking. And I'm like, right. I wasn't, but at that point, I was already at my limit. I was like, okay, I'm done.
It was pretty frustrating. And again, we acknowledge that she's doing her job.
Sure.
And it's not like they're all talking to each other and they're like, hey, we got two dudes wandering around with a phone recording. I appreciate they're doing their job. But I mean, she came back and she engaged with us a little bit too. She said that they do allow, if we speak to their office, that they will do like a guided tour and we can video and stuff in there. So okay, there's an avenue for that. If we didn't know, we're learning as we go with everything. But it continued throughout the entire time we were in there. It's to the point where we're being followed by their staff, and some are more nonchalant than others, but it's very obvious you're following us around. So it's hard to try to appreciate something where we did what they're supposed to do. We left our mics and stuff where they are just because we're not it's not taking them off. But to, it ruined the experience for me. I went in there with an open mind, trying to appreciate something that I don't really understand and grasp, and that completely pulled me out of trying to do that. And I don't know if you feel the same way.
Well, you're also leaving out a small tidbit. The lady told us at the beginning that it was a self-guided tour. We walked into a section
Oh yeah,
and we were quickly uh, detained. And we were quickly questioned about not being where we were because it was the paid area. Now, I want to just say for the record, I have tickets. I have 3 tickets in my phone for us. Um, it was quick for them to immediately decipher that we did not have tickets,
yeah.
that we did not pay to get in. And yeah, and then that's when the following started. And it was pretty funny. Yeah, I turned it into a game because I, instead of walking in and enjoying the work, I was walking in and just waiting for the security guard to walk past us. That's where I was having some fun.
The one I enjoyed the most was she walked past, kind of then did a turn and then leaned against the wall. Where does she have to talk louder when I'm walking by? Is that necessary?
Well, I think whatever's going to happen right now, you're going to have an adverse reaction to because I think you were set off,
I was. I
and I
was.
think we were supposed to be in an area where it was supposed to be very calming. We were looking at art, and somehow we were tracked as people who were doing violent things.
I don't get it.
I don't get
I
it
don't
either.
get it. We were very respectful. We followed what we were supposed to do, what we were asked to do, and that
We were treated unfairly. I don't know. I can't say we were treated unfairly. They were very polite, but it was just very obvious that they were looking at us as if we were going to do something wrong. And again, it very well could be me because I'm walking around with black dark sunglasses on. I'm wearing a black hoodie. I'm the one that's got the camera in my hand. Like, I get it,
yeah,
but I was blaming Jake on it. So
it didn't help because it was making me paranoid,
yeah.
more paranoid, and I was getting really fired up about it.
And once the level of fun was gone, I was ready to leave.
Yeah,
And I only stayed around just because you were there. So I was like, I'll come back. I'd rather come back. I'd rather take a breather and then come back and go, let me try to enjoy this again. But something is going on. There's some sort of thing. Like these are people dressed in suits and nicely dressed attire going into the art museum. So I'd like to know what.
maybe that's the thing. You dress nicely and go look at art. I don't know. I don't know enough.
But there was 2 sections where you had to pay to get in, and there was a line of something. So there must be some sort of art exhibition going on.
There was.
But I just want to reiterate, I have 3 tickets in my phone. So we have paid admission.
She didn't even ask.
No, they were just. It was assumed that we weren't supposed to be in there. That's the funny part. Is that the assumption of guilt that we weren't supposed to be in there?
So that's where I, because Justin started recording because he's a big sack of
Sack of dicks.
like this. I'm not part of this club. I'm not well versed in art and this kind of culture. I would like, with everything that we're doing, we're kind of expanding our horizons and exploring things that most people and most of us don't normally look at, like art. So it was something I tried to go in with an open mind. But this I don't look like someone that appreciates art. Neither does this. But going into that, like very obviously we're not part of this club. Just it's unfortunate because you could have had two people that could have been very interested in art and looking more into this part of culture and society, and just that response, this non-open and receptive response, this it turned me off from it. I mean,
I did research here too.
yeah,
I knew about
you,
the cone
you
systems.
came in very
I
prepared.
did. I knew about the controversies of this place. And that building right over there, that real tall building over there,
Yeah.
that's a nursing home now.
Mhm.
That was the apartments that the cone systems were in. Yeah. So
We even everything around this area, everything has a historical significance. Like straight across from us is Wyman Park. We went to a it was a Baltimore Historical Society. The gentleman talked about the ghost waterways, and there's a portion of a waterway that runs underneath the park. There's a reason why it sits down in the dell the way it does. And just being around all this stuff, everything has a place and some pertinence in Baltimore, and just in how the city has grown and evolved. But yeah,
yeah, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Can't change it.
no, I would.
I'll come back in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple months. They really want to see a problem. I'll push Ed into an art piece.
I just, I would love to get. You can order them like an oil on canvas. Get
Mm-hmm.
him. Like I have a submission for your gallery. It's a sterling on oil.
Yeah, because art is subjective.
It's very subjective. That's why you were talking to me in there about how they had a portion of the gallery sold for an
Mm-hmm.
amount of money, and in my mind, it's super subjective. Someone might be willing to pay $1 million for a piece of art. Someone might be willing to pay $5.
So that's the controversy that was here is because they sold, I think it was three pieces of artwork for $63 million. And I don't want to say rumor, but there's a thing in here that says that this building holds $1 billion worth of art. So do they collect? So if this is all privately funded through donation and through people leaving money and are these famous people, um, do they put out an insurance thing for $1 billion and then live off of that? Like there's just questions, and I would love to. But here's the good part. Here's the silver lining. We left. I'm leaving today, very disappointed. But now I know I can call their office, and we can probably get a tour, and hopefully somebody will be able to have enough education to tell us about stuff like that.
Yeah,
So we can probably make a positive out of this.
I would like to have a positive experience with it, but in our experience with this, it's very subjective for us. It was not a very welcoming, very accepting.
Sure. And the second I lose interest, or the second it's no more fun for me, I shut down. I get very quiet. I'm ready to leave,
Yeah,
and try to make the best of it. But again, maybe some other time. Today just wasn't our day.
today was not our day. Not a successful mission for the goldfish.
The next time we probably come, our pictures are probably up there. Don't let these idiots in.
Yeah, wanted posters in the art museum.
So I am supposed to do something next. I'm supposed to go to a thing. I may not go. I may not go. I'm tired.
It took the wind out of your sails,
No,
didn't
I'm
it?
tired.
So,
I've been up since 11:30 p.m.
why'd you do that?
because I went to bed really early last night. I went to bed at 7 o'clock.
I got up around 1, and I went to bed around 6 this morning.
Did you work last night?
No,
Uh,
I'm just stuck on night shift schedule.
yeah.
But this will be fine. I'll go home. I get some extra time with the wife and kids.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
search the internet for more things for us to do.
Now, I would have loved to have looked into some of those areas that there's obviously places for kids to do stuff.
Sure.
And I didn't feel like getting yelled at again. So I didn't even.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
a lot of things really, I don't want to say bother me, but were concerning for me. Like, why is it was so loud in there? Why there was just so many people? There's just so many weird people in there. And it was hot as hell in there.
It was a little one.
So, next time will be different.
Maybe.
You going home?
I'm going home.
You want to start walking to your car?
Yeah, start walking over there.
We're gonna start walking. All right. Well, for all of us at Arguing Goldfish, to all of you, that's Jake.
That's Justin.
We'll see you next time. Arguing Goldfish.
Like and subscribe.
Subscribe, like, follow, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the above. You're right down this road, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll cross and go through the park.
Let's cross, go to the park.
Two best friends with the attention span of a goldfish. We'll literally talk about anything and everything, and at some point, we'll argue about it. It's time for the Arguing Goldfish podcast.
I think my little battery died. Oh, there we go. You want to do the 15th through 19th European art?
Sure. Because if there's one thing that everyone knows about me is my love of art.
Well, you came to the right place, since it's the Baltimore Art Museum.
Did we introduce ourselves? That's Justin.
It's facing you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say who I am. Like we've done every other time.
Are we really going to do this?
Yeah. But floating, I will pull that marble statue down and beat you with it.
Jesus
Fine, we'll do it backwards then.
I'm Justin. That's Jake.
Yeah, we are even goldfish.
Apparently, once he gets a little food in his belly, he's tiring.
Hey, look, it's a plate. It says plate. So where are we, Justin?
We are in the Baltimore Art Museum. I know a couple of fun facts about this place. I did my research. I'm assuming you did not.
I did not know.
Right now we're in the, I believe they said the 15th through the 19th century art. So, do you know how there's a lot of pieces of art. You can't just stand there and stare at one.
I'm looking. Some things, they just jump out at you. Like the amount of butt cheeks in these is surprising to me.
There were two sisters that started this whole thing. 90% of the stuff in this place is from these two sisters. Yeah. And this whole place started back after the Great Fire, the Great Baltimore City Fire. They were trying to revamp.
Hey, Justin. Does that dude look like William Shatner, dude?
It's called the William Shatner painting.
Oh, born in Grasse, in the south of France, William Shatner. They just, everyone always looks like in those pictures. I mean,
What was there to smile about back then? They didn't have Wi-Fi.
it's true. I do have to say there's some of these that I find so interesting, like the depth in them that they painted on. Just like the columns here going out. I really do like that. I really like the reflections in the water in this one. So it's a lovely painting.
From a distance, I thought this was the Jedi's. I thought that was their Attack or Akak.
Attack.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from a distance. Nope, no, it's too soon.
Oh, it is made by George Lucas. No, seriously. It's from the George Lucas collection. Seriously.
Told you it looked like an AT-AT.
You can see how he got some of those, like, you can see some of the inspiration with some of those things. Because that does give that a feeling. I'm actually enjoying art. Leave me alone. You're very judgmental. You brought it in our gallery.
I haven't said a thing.
The pictures are okay, but we have got no videos taken.
Okay.
Nonsensical.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,